frustration not to come away with the win after all that hard work in the last quarter?
I was frustrated in the end, disappointed with the first half. That's probably the way I'd sum it up. To allow, 6 turnover goals, 7 50-metre penalties, was really disappointing. And then from there to, the second half to be able to rally and give ourselves a chance. Frustrating and proud of the players, but the first half cost us.
What was the message half time? Was it pretty strongly worded?
I spoke to the players as soon as they walked off the ground. Just wanted to make them clear about some clips and edits, things that, we don't really stand for. And then from there, to their credit, they responded.
Did you chat to them a quarter time about the first 3 goals from 50-metre penalties around the discipline aspect of it?
Yeah, discipline and also stepping off the mark. So when you get told to stand, you have to stand. And we need to make sure that, the frustration from giving away a free kick doesn't go to the next step, which is to the umpires and then the 50 metres from that. So we need to make sure that we're as disciplined as we possibly can be. Tonight we weren't.
Did you expect umpires to be as stern on that, given that reminder you got it a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, we had a memo. So we had a memo about, from the AFL that they were going to come down harder on it, and we're aware of it.
How's Nick Blakey? He got hurt quite late on. Do you know if he passed his head injury assessment?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So I just briefly spoke to the players for a couple of minutes. Nick was one of them, and we'll find out more information when I get back tonight or tomorrow. So, he played a really impressive game. Hopefully he's okay.
Just to confirm, he did get the HIA at the end. He looked like he was having a conversation with the medics.
Yeah, so he got called to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did you think of the incident with Merritt?
I think both people just going to the ball. Timing. That's probably all I can say from the first part of watching it live. I didn't have time to look at it after that. Trying to get the result we needed.
What's the message going to be to your players, particularly just say after that first half that just put you in such a hole? We'll have to have a look at it. We'll review it. I spoke about games have played over 120 minutes. To their credit, they played a solid 60, but let ourselves down in the first 60. So any time you give an opportunity to a team, and to Essendon's credit, they were really efficient, really good. We didn't withstand that. Their pressure and heat, their hands around the contest was really sharp. So you get lessons in that area, and you try and respond.
Did you make some tweaks at half time? Just the ball just going inside 50, so intercept in the first half. Did you sort of address that?
Yeah, tried to. I think even in the first quarter, there were probably 5 that they took from some of our entries, which is part on the kick, also part on the contest ahead of the ball, and allowing players to get back and help. So, it's something we always have to continually look at. You don't want to get the amount of inside 50s and not get any bang for your buck.
How much is the personnel issues there? Because the injury stuff has taken its toll, but how much is that to blame for it? I mean, it was 2 scoring shots from the first 20 inside 50s, I think. Like, how much did you put it onto that compared to what's happening all over the field?
No, Bob. Probably not as much about personnel, more about method. So our ability to be able to, when we did win the ball back, to go lateral, take the ball off the line instead of kicking it back, but also, making sure that we engage their defenders as much as we possibly can. The rule we have is if you can't mark it, you don't get outmarked.
Dean, you've been all around in footy for a long time. You ever been a part of a team that's had 7 50-metre penalties in a game?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. So that disciplinary stuff we need to address, because you can't go, it's hard enough getting the ball. You can't give them every opportunity by giving a free kick and then also giving them yardage as well.
Your back 6 really stood up that second half, allowed you to dominate territory. On the carton, as you said, Blakey played really well. What did you make of them in comparison of each half?
Yeah, really good. I thought you know, to withstand it by Essendon, you know, to have, you know, they efficiency inside 50 was 33 in the first quarter and 40 in the second quarter. You know, when they were under the pump, they just kick straight. You know, so, but for those two especially, to play the way they did, you know, they had 5 and a couple, they had about 7 or 8 contested marks between them. And then they were able to springboard from that. So, yeah, really pleased with a couple of individual performances. I thought Chad fought all night, you know, which was, you know, credit to him and the work that he's put in, you know, to have the amount of ground balls, contested ball that he had. He did it the hard way tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.